The question is, how far could a democracy bend before it breaks? This is the story of President Ace and the third term that was never supposed to happen. 2 terms. That was the law of the United States, unbroken for 250 years. Ace said it himself, on record, more than once. He would step aside. He didn't. 18 months before the election, a military crisis erupted. Real, contested, convenient. Ace invoked emergency constitutional provisions meant for wartime, provisions that had never been tested. The High Court split 3-3, with 1 seat vacant, a seat Ace had refused to fill for 2 years. Without a ruling, the emergency provisions stood. He was cleared to run for a term the Constitution said shouldn't exist. That might have been the whole story. It wasn't. Weeks before the vote, a whistleblower inside the Election Commission leaked internal logs, evidence that turnout data in 3 key provinces had been quietly altered for months. The country didn't wait for confirmation. Millions took to the streets in a single week, the largest protests in the United States' history. Ace called it an attempted coup. His opponents called it the truth, finally catching up to him. Inauguration Day, Ace is sworn in for a 3rd term under heavier security than any president in the Republic's history, in front of a half-empty gallery, as the opposition boycotts the ceremony entirely. 1 year later, the courts are still deadlocked. A third of Parliament has resigned in protest, replaced by loyalists. Independent journalists report a wave of quiet arrests, never officially confirmed, never fully denied. The economy holds, barely propped up by state spending. On paper, the United States is calm. Underneath it, something is very close to breaking. And then a break. The original whistleblower, in hiding for over a year, resurfaces with the unedited data. Not leaked in pieces this time. All of it, time-stamped, unforgeable, released simultaneously to every major outlet in the country at once. Within hours, it's everywhere. Not just the United States, the world. Foreign governments that stayed carefully neutral for a year suddenly aren't neutral anymore. Allies freeze cooperation. The 1 vacant court seat, empty for years, is filled overnight by emergency appointment, and the court finally rules. 6-1. The emergency provisions were unlawfully invoked from the start. The 3rd term is void. Not resignation, not impeachment. A constitutional court, finally whole, simply saying, this never should have happened, and it stops now. A generation from now, historians will still argue about the 18 months the United States spent testing exactly how far a democracy can bend. Some will say the system worked, slowly, painfully, but it worked. Others will say it worked by accident and got lucky. This is fiction. But the question underneath it isn't. What do you think? Does a system that bends this far still count as working? Let me know below.